What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we have some leaked audio, leaked information by a very, very credible source. Somebody I know that is very, very credible in Coach Flick. He revealed, and he hesitated to reveal it, but he revealed it, that the highly anticipated, undisputed welterweight showdown between undefeated 3-division world champion, who is a former junior welterweight undisputed world champion, currently the reigning WBO welterweight world champion, superstar boxer Terence Bud Crawford, who is widely considered by many to be the #1 best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, with a record of 39 wins, no loss and no draw, 30 big wins by way of knockout, 35 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach, that this fight, the fight that the world has been waiting for, the highly anticipated showdown between undefeated Terence Crawford and undefeated, unified, 3-belt WBA, WBC, IBF, welterweight world champion, superstar boxer, who is widely considered by many to be top 2, if not #1, definitely top 5 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world, in Errol the Truth Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. has a record of 28 wins, no loss, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout, 33 years of age, 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. So Flick, he reveals that he's going to be part of this highly anticipated showdown. And then he caught himself and he said, man, hopefully I don't get in trouble for dropping that information, right? If you don't know who Coach Flick is, he was with Swift Jarrett Hurd. He's with many, many fighters, and you can check him out. And he revealed this on the Boxer Session TBS with my brother Kyle, okay? He was interviewed by Kyle and he said, hopefully they don't shoot me in the foot, for dropping this information, but I'm going to be part of that fight, that highly anticipated fight. Now, we heard talks and we heard rumbles that we could be possibly seeing Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, June 17th, right? It was revealed that they are in deep, deep negotiations right now, okay? Silence is golden. Silence speaks volumes, right? And they're in deep negotiations to stage this showdown June 17th, okay? Now, if you guys remember, there was a network that came out and they put out Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence in June, right? And many people, they shunned it off, right? And I told people that if you make a phone call, okay, that they stood by their word. They stood by their information. Everything on their list was true to date, okay? And they had Errol Spence and Terence Crawford in June. Then we heard more reports recently come out that stated that Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence in June. If not, the fight between Errol Spence and Keith Thurman, former unified WBC, WBA welterweight world champion, superstar boxer Keith one-time Thurman. That fight, Keith Thurman's 30 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 22 wins by way of knockout. Keith Thurman is 34 years of age, 5'8" with a 69-inch arm reach. So Keith Thurman and Errol Spence have already finalized the deal as Plan B, okay? As a Plan B if Terence Crawford Errol Spence fight can't get done, okay? So Coach Flick, he was on the Boxing Session with Kyle, right? If you don't know who he is, he's a very, very, very credible source within the sport of boxing. He is somebody that is very, very, well revered within the sport of boxing, doing business, so on and so forth. And he confirmed it. He just said, hey, listen, hopefully they don't shoot me in the foot for revealing this information. But, I'm going to be a part of that fight, right? So June 17th, hopefully everything gets done. Yeah, we know that there was talks that Terence Crawford could face his WBO mandatory challenger in Alexis Roca. Obviously, the fight with Errol Spence and Keith Thurman has been on the table. But the fight that they both parties want is to face each other for undisputed. This is huge, right? Because we'll finally get, what we're looking for in the sport of boxing, which is the biggest fights, the best fight, and the best. We getting Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, April 22nd, okay? We getting Devin Haney versus Vasyl Lomachenko, May 20th. It looks like we're going to get Errol Spence and Terence Crawford in June. Also, looks like Alexander Usyk is going to go in different directions, so we could possibly get him versus Tyson Fury. So we're going to get Cool Boy Stephen Fulton versus a Monster Inoue in July. These are all these are all huge fights, okay? Huge fights for the sport of boxing. And so this is also huge fights for the fans, okay? Because the fans, they want to see the best fight the best. And now that we got this leaked information, this fight was a fight that was anticipated last year. After Errol Spence, he unified the belts, defeating former WBA welterweight world champion, Cuban star boxer Yordenis Ugas, April 16th, Arlington, Texas, AT&T Dallas Cowboys Stadium, when he stopped Yordenis Ugas, broke his nose, ribs, and orbital bone, and became the unified three-belt WBA, WBC, IBF world champion. And Terence Crawford, he made his debut in the welterweight division, beating Jeff Horn for his first fight at the welterweight division, becoming the WBO champion, right? And so since then, this is a fight that has been on the collision course, and now they have clearly separated themselves as the best two welterweights in the world, okay? We had Errol Spence. He defeated Showtime Shawn Porter September 2019 in a unification bout. Then he suffered a horrific car accident. He was out the ring for quite some time. Then he came back. He fought and beat Danny Garcia, two-division world champion, Puerto Rican superstar boxer. Then he beat Yordenis Ugas. He unified the belts. He went over to the UK, beat Kell Brook for Kell Brook's IBF title, for Errol Spence's first title opportunity. They're a big deal in the sport of boxing. And Terence Crawford, he beat Kell Brook, he beat Shawn Porter. He never got the opportunity to fight Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia moved up to 154 now. So they clearly have separated themselves as the best welterweights in the world. And this is a fight that's anticipated. It's truly a 50-50 fight. It truly has all the implications, all the legacy attached to it, okay? It's completely the fight that the fans want to see, okay? It's for legacy, it's for history. The last time we had an undisputed welterweight world champion, lineal champion, was when we had retired Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer Super Zab Judah, okay? Zab Super Judah, was the last lineal undisputed champion, and that was the three-belt era. That's before the WBO, World Boxing Organization, the title that Terence Crawford holds, became one of the major sanction belts, was recognized and acknowledged as one of the major sanction belts. At that time, there was just the WBC, IBF, and WBA. So in hindsight, right now, Errol Spence would be considered the undisputed champion, really, okay? But the WBO has started to, become acknowledged and recognized, and it is one of the major sanction belts. So in order for there to be, and there's never been a four-belt, obviously, undisputed champion in the welterweight division. So in order for history to be made, on top of it, we get the best two fighters in the world in Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, at least definitely in their division, okay? Definitely in their division are they the two best welterweights in the world, okay? So now Coach Flick, he leaked it out, right? This is information that, many people understand and knew that is a possibility, and he said that he's going to be part of it. So that means that they're starting to build up and focus on what else is going to be a part of this card between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, right? Because Coach Flick, to say he's going to be a part of it means that, he's going to have a fighter on this card. So he revealed that this is going to be a fight that's going to be happening, right? I'm always going to stay optimistic. Now, there's going to be many people out there that's going to complain and say, you know what, I believe it when I see it, right? You're going to get people that's going to say, I believe it when I see it, and that's understandable, because the sport of boxing is fickle like that. The sport of boxing is a sport that it looks like something could be guaranteed, and then you turn around and it never happens, right? So that's understandable that fans are going to feel that way. But me, myself, I'm always going to be optimistic that we're going to get the best fighting the best. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue. I'm out. Follow me on Instagram. Peace.
This is Amanda, the real deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.